Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel and welcome to day 11 of the December documented for 2023. And let's see where we left off. So when we left off the other day, we had made this multi-pictured shaker pocket with pictures from a a Christmas party that we had at my sister-in-law's house. And then there's just some pictures of my husband, my daughter-in-law, my nephew's wife, baby Everett, and then Preston, our middle grandchild. So today on the back side, we're dealing with a day where I didn't have a lot going on. And so what I decided to do is go around the house and take pictures of some of my favorite decorations that we have. I like documenting them. There are things that make me happy. You only bring them out 1 month of the year. And I always love the way my house looks, warm and cozy when it's done. So I printed off 8 2x2 photos and then one larger one that we're going to put over here. And then I did pull out some red glitter paper. And I think what I'm going to try and do is make a pocket for a tag that I can do my journaling on. So the first thing I'm going to do is let's go ahead and remove this from the book. Put the book to the side here. So it is out of the way. And then let's go ahead and mat the photo. And I'm probably going to use, I have some of the score tape, which is pretty strong. So I'm going to try and mat the photo with that and see if that holds this glitter paper. I'm going to have to use quite a bit of it only because it's one of those surfaces that don't always want, the normal adhesive doesn't want to stick to. Kind of like when you're doing mixed media. So in these, especially since it's going to be outside of page protector, I want to kind of overdo it with the glue here. But like I said, the Sook Wang adhesive is pretty strong. It's almost as strong as Redline, not quite, but it holds up pretty good. So that's why I like having this in my stash. Just is one of those adhesives. Number one, if I run out in my ATG gun, it's a quick grab. But the other thing is how strong it is. It's a good, if you want it to hold, kind of adhesive. All right, so I'll go ahead and line that up and really push it down. And then let me grab my trimmer. Now the other thing I thought we could do to kind of change this up just a little bit was to add a little bit of decoration around the photo. I forget who it was a couple years ago had photo frames that they had pom-pom trim going around the edge. I think it may have been like Maggie Holmes. Well, we're not going to go and make a photo frame, but I thought we could add the pom-pom trim around the photo and then have the pocket behind. So for this, I am going to grab my red line. And I have my 1/4 inch, but I thought I had, or I have 1/8 inch. I have 1/4 inch, but I don't know where I put it. So we'll just use the thinner stuff. But this should help hold it. All right. So I'm just going to go to the back side and go all the way around with the red line. Let me grab my scissors. And then tomorrow, what I'll do is find a 4x6 photo and also mat it on the same size photo mat and put it on the other side. So when you're flipping it over, you won't see that there's something on the back side because they'll be the same shape and size. And that's kind of like what I like doing with my shaker pockets and things like that, is trying to put whatever you see on the one side, you see the same shape on the other. Now, if that doesn't bother you, you know, do what you want to do with your book. It's just one of those things that for me, I don't want to see the backside shape of an item. And I'll show you what I mean when we adhere this down. All right, so where's the end? All right, they're making this package difficult to find where it starts. Come on. There it goes. All right, so with the pom-pom trim, you have this little braided part that where it kind of machine adheres everything together. So that's kind of the part that I want to go to the underside, like this. So we'll just have a little bit hanging out of the pom-pom. Now the other thing is where it connects, we're going to have kind of an awkward, but what I thought I'd do is like a decoration up here in the corner. So I'm going to start it on one side and end it in the same corner. And that way when I go to add like maybe like poinsettia or something to the page as a decoration, it covers up that join. All right, so we're going to go ahead and start up here. And it will just peek out from behind here. This pom-pom trim doesn't have as much as the red did as far as like the extra. But once it gets all adhered down to the vellum, that's also going to hold it in place. And I'll put more red line on the pom-pom trim, and I'll put another layer on the card that's going to form the pocket. I'm just kind of turning the corner here. Oh, hello. It helps if you take the adhesive off or it won't stick. I don't know if you can tell, I'm still getting over this cold. I think my brain is still clogged. All right. So don't do what I do. Take the backing off when you get to the turn. All right. So there's that one here. And see how it's just giving it a nice little texture like a frame? And then when you hold it up against the vellum, now you're going to have that cute little decoration. And I might put it up on foam tape just because of this having a little bit more of a texture. We'll see. All right, so let's bring off the tape on this side here. All right, I can do this. There we go. To me, it looks like one of those vintage postcards that you would have seen. I don't know. like the look. And it's something different that I haven't done in my book, so. And it's an easy ad. It's not like something where you got to do a lot of math and calculating and make the congested brain think. All right. So now that we have that side done, I'm going to cut it off here. And like I said, we'll find something that will cover that up. I have some poinsettias and stuff. I'll trim that corner. All right, so there's that. And let's see if we can press it down. Yeah, I probably going to want foam tape on here. So let me grab my big foam. Now, this is my Big Mama foam. Now on this, I can only put it on the 3 sides because I still got to leave room for it to, for the pocket to slide in. And I am going to have to find something to cover up this little bit up here. Actually, I just might cover it with red line and then just not take the cover off. Let's try that. Oh, you know what? I'll do the Big Mama foam, and I'll just leave. I'm just going to leave the backing on at the top. I won't remove the backing up here. So that's going to cover up that little bit of red line that didn't catch with the pom-pom. And by leaving the backing on, I should still be able to slide my tag in and out without any problem. All right. So now, put this one here. Okay, and then we'll do the last one right here. So all this is doing is, it's just another added adhesive for the pom-pom trim. It'll adhere it to the vellum, and it's going to cover up that little bit of red line that didn't get caught by the pom-pom. Let's get rid of these. To my little trash bin here. All right, so now that we have that, so that's how it's going to look on the page. Now I do have these. I don't need a lot of, no, it doesn't have a plain back. So let me go into my Vicki Boutin, I think. Yep. Okay. I have, that's nothing. The holiday must-haves is cute, but it's not what I'm looking for. So nothing there. Let me grab the paper pad. I still have a ton of warm wishes left, so it'd be nice to use some of it. So this one's smaller tags. Let me see if there's any bigger ones. All right, let's see. This one's already cut into, so we'll see if maybe we can use one of those. I could also make one too. This is the paper that I actually printed onto the vellum. Let's see what we've got here. Those are smaller. I was kind of hoping for more of a little bit bigger. These are envelopes. I mean, I don't have a lot to say. I'm just going to be talking about how they're my, some of my favorite ornaments. Yeah, I'm just going to go with what we've got here. All right. It's really not on Christmas Day, so I don't know about this one. And again, they do have where I can write on the back of them. Kind of like this one here. I think I'm going to use this one because it's a Christmas tree, and this is kind of decoration-wise. All right, let's put these to the side. All right, and then we'll just finish trimming this up. And then I'm going to hole punch it. All right, so when it's in the book, I want to be able to have a little bit of the tag hanging out. And I think, do I want it more to there? All right, I'm thinking like right there. Like that. So now what I have to do is again take the foam tape. No, that's sucrete. And now you're going to build your your stopper or your pocket for the journaling card. Okay. And you want just enough play so that you're not fighting with it when you're going to put it away. So I'm making it a little bit bigger than the actual tag itself so that it will slide in. And then you just want to make sure that the piece that you have at the bottom is where you want it to stop the tag so that you have the right amount showing up above your picture. All right. So now, oops, this is my top. So this piece, again, I'm leaving the adhesive on. I'm going to be taking the adhesive off the back of this side, and the bottom. And this is going to just adhere the whole thing without gaps to the vellum. And now we're going to take these three off, and this is going to allow the pocket or the journaling card to have a pocket and your stopper to stop it from sliding all the way in to the bottom of the picture. So 1, 2, and 3. Okay, so again, we're going to put our card in the slot where we're going to have it. And this is going to allow me to be able to line it up. So keeping in mind this is going to be in the binder, I kind of want to have the same distance here and here and at the top and the bottom. I'm going to kind of use my mat to line it all up. So I'm looking at the grid lines. I think right there looks good. And now we just press it down. So now this is all adhered down. And then there is the slot for my journaling that will pull out. Now what I was talking about is what I want to cover up tomorrow is, if you look, you can kind of see, I don't know if with the lighting, if you can see it, but you can see the back side of this page. So tomorrow, and you can even see the tag. So tomorrow I'm going to add something here that will be a picture and maybe a tag, so that when you're looking at it from either side, you don't see the shadow of the whatever's on the opposite side. I probably won't add bulk like I did today. So whatever I put on the other side, even if I put a tag, it might be a faux tag, only because I don't want to have double foam tape. All right, so now that I have that done, I do want to add some twine, and I have some red here. These slide. Okay. Go ahead and put that in, and this is going to allow my journaling to slide up and down. And again, this won't be in a page protector. Now, what I was talking about with this corner is maybe putting some poinsettias. And I have some 3D ones somewhere in my mess of a box that needs to get cleaned. But right now I've been throwing everything just in here. tomorrow is Christmas Eve, and tomorrow is when my family all celebrates. And then Christmas Day, other than church, my husband and I really are not going to do much of anything, because then my kids will all go to the in-laws and stuff. So it'll be quiet. And I think that's when I can start to get my room and everything back together again. All right, so these are some of my poinsettias that I thought maybe I'd have to pop them up on some foam tape, but maybe do a small cluster. And then that will hide then the that corner where we met the pom-poms. All right, so let me go ahead and get those up on some foam. This is definitely going to be a Shetty glitter page. I'm sure some of you right now are having shakes from seeing the glitter all going. But hey, what's crafting without some glitter everywhere? All right, so even just the one is now covering up that that join. All right, now let's see. I know I want it right, like right here. Put it on the inside, and then we need one right there. Should hopefully hold it down. And then I think this one just need one foam dot and some more adhesive. Let me grab a glue dot maybe. Sorry if you hear my cat crying there. I don't know what his issue is. All right. The door is open, so he can come in here if he wants. All right, and then we'll put the last one here. All right. There we go. All right, that one is done. I'll just need to do my journaling. So let's go ahead and throw this in the book real quick. All right. So there's how that's going to look in the book with the other page here. So happy with that pocket. And that kind of adds also some sturdiness to this vellum. So now that it won't roll like it was when it came off the printer. All right, so now, excuse me, trying not to cough too much. So now these I printed as 2x2 on my Epson Picturemate 400. Really love this printer. Had it for a couple years now. So highly recommend it. It's a little bit more money than the Selfie, but the picture quality is so nice. So if you can save up for it, usually like the Black Friday, they usually have sales a couple times a year where it will go around $200 US. So I usually wait for the sales. I have printed with my Canon wide format printer on 4x6 photo paper too. And I used the same Epson paper, and they also turned out really nice. So I think the Epson glossy paper also helps with making sure that you have nice quality photo. But also having the ink, just very pleased with how they've been turning out. So, and I think the selfie is like a film and then puts layers over the top. And those I've always liked too. So, I mean, I've never had a problem with my selfie. That was what I had first. My only issue with the selfie was the size, because it's not a true 4x6. And if you're just doing a regular photo, then it's not a big deal. But when you start doing the Project Life, then you have to do a little bit more trimming and MacGyvering, because you're not going to be able to get that true 2x2 photo square. All right. So I know I want my Santa on here. And I know I want my little, I don't know what you call these. They're little figurines that are on these decoupaged boxes. My aunt is very crafty and had made some of these. All right, this one's going to need to get trimmed down. These were little snowmen. It's Santas that I get from a craft show. And this local vendor, she makes these vintage ones. They are like so cute. Every year I go to the craft show, I pick up a new one. And so I've like become, you know, gotten a collection of them. The other thing I like is in the same craft show, a few years ago, I purchased this like light up fireplace. And then one of my husband's friends had passed away, and this was his Santa. And so now the Santa goes in front of the fireplace every year. Excuse me. I want that. Or do I want? Yeah, I think I'll go with that. All right. I think these are the ones I want. And we'll put this one to the side for later. So now what I need to do is just go ahead and match the photos up and just make sure that they're not bigger on one side than the other. See, so like the picture from this side is a little bit bigger, so I'll have to trim it down. So when you're doing this, you're going to need to line it up so that whatever picture that you're trimming, you're not taking anything important. So there's space above Stephanie and Everett's head. So if I trim that down, I'm only cutting off part of the wall and not part of their heads. And then there's a little overhang over here. And so now they look good on both sides. And then you can slide it back in. I watch Kelly Oblak, and this is something that she does as well. She'll match up the photos, and then she adheres them. And again, it's those little things that, you know, for each of us that we may not want to have, like seeing the shadow of the other side would, you know, bother me. And for her, you know, it's having the pictures shift. It may not bother you, and you may not need to do this step. And if that's the case, you know, it's your book. There's no rules. We're just kind of showing you tips on what you can do. So this one, again, I want to match up the photos. And I don't know if it's the program that we use, you know, that when you drop the photos in and they adjust them, if the, I use Project Life, or if the converting them from the Project Life app to the actual printer where the problem occurs, but that's okay. All right. So these are almost the same. We're going to take it from the top. And I think it's also these little extra steps that just kind of helps to give it the finished look, you know. And again, there's no right or wrong. If you don't have the time to do that and it doesn't bother you to see a little bit of the white from the picture on the other side, skip the step, you know. We're just kind of showing you what we do here. All right, a couple more. All right. So this one needs it from, oh, actually this one's pretty dead on. So I don't think it needs any trimming. Or if we do, it's just going to be just a sliver. And part of it can also be how I cut, you know, if you don't line it up just perfect when you're cutting it. You know, sometimes I use my scissors, sometimes I use my trimmer. Either way, not always guaranteed to have the perfect lineup. And so you just have to do a little bit of adjusting. And this one's almost perfect as well. Let's go ahead and hopefully I'm on camera for most of this. I didn't check. And that side looks good. A little bit here. Okay. The other thing is make sure that you have, you know, the orientation the correct way, so you don't put anybody in upside down or backwards. All right. Now this one, I'm going to have to trim from here. And I think I'm going to trim, I'm going to kind of center it because this picture, you know, I'm going to be taking off from part from the both ends, and there's not really a give as far as like white space goes. So I'm going to split the difference and hopefully not take off much of either top or bottom. That's going to make a difference. And there we go. Yeah, no, it didn't make, because it's hard to see, but there's one of the nutcrackers from behind, and I didn't want to take too much of his hat off, and then we didn't want to take too much of the base off of that one. All right, and then the last one is my Santa and Everett's shirt. So let's go ahead and line this up. And this one's pretty close, just a little bit. All right. And I don't think I'm going to put anything on here as far as phrase stickers or anything, because I really don't want to cover up too much of the ornament. And it will all be journaled in the other on the other page. So I think just having the pictures, and then there's enough sparkle with the sequins. Now the one thing I did forget to do is we did have the leftover sequins. Where did I put it? I had it before I started the video, and now that I've started the video in my mess of messes, oh, here it is. We have a little bit of sequins left. Oh no, you know what? We have a lot more than I thought. I was going to add a little to try and use it up, but I didn't realize I had more on the back page side. So I'm just going to go ahead and not add that in like I thought. Now we do need a number. So first of all, let's go ahead and add that in. And I think we're going to add the number maybe down here. And I'm going to see if I have 2 ones from that gold pack again. And I do. So we'll put our number 11 here. Now what I could do is see if I have maybe phrase stickers, say, you know, like decorations or favorites, and see if I can put something on there. Let's see. Christmas greetings, holly jolly, cheer, holiday magic, believe it's Christmas, merry and bright, holidays, 'tis the season. All right, this one doesn't have anything that says decorations. I mean, there's other phrases that would work. And Merry Christmas, tidings, joy, stockings, family, happy holidays, deck the halls, family times, winter wonderland, family, nothing there. I also have those Vicky Bouton ones too. Advent calendar, ginger, chimney. Presents, cherish. Wishing you a very Merry Christmas, the most festive time of year. Joyful moments shared together. Noel, love, joy, happiness, hope, Christmas memories, and warm my heart. Yummy cookies for me and Santa Claus. Remember the unforgettable. Totally hilarious and worth a moment. Beautiful, sweet, darling, cute. No, these didn't have it either. Let's see what's in here. Well, this says my favorites, but it's got blue, and I didn't pull any blue. And then it's got the Halls and Fa La La. All right, what's in here? Cookies for Santa. Let's wrap the presents. Okay, we got a black My Favorites. So we have a My Favorite. And then we have a Let's Decorate. I'm thinking that's going to be the one we're going to do. Now, do I want it on this side? And then maybe one generic one on the other side? So let's just go ahead and say, where is it, My Favorite? And Let's Decorate. So Let's Decorate, My Favorite. And then maybe we can put like an ornament. All right. Let's see. Not seeing it in there. Let's go to this one here. All right, here's that ornament I almost used the other day. So we'll put that in the bottom. And then I can journal about these are my favorite decorations. And then we just get a phrase to go across. And we do have Deck the Halls. Let's go ahead and do that one. Deck the Halls. Because this is all about decking my halls. All right. So we'll go ahead and use those. All right, I think we can call this one done. So here we go. For day 11, we have the shaker pocket filled with some of my favorite decorations. And then we have the tag that will journal. It's decorated on both sides. That I'll talk about some of my favorite decorations and how it makes me feel each season. And then we have my big Santa and the number 11 that we put into for my hidden journaling. All right, everybody. Thank you so much for stopping by. Hope you're having a great December and that you are enjoying family and friends and staying healthy. And I will see you again on my channel real soon. Have a great day.